What up, EastLake students? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. You will not be disappointed because today we have a lot in store for you. Me and Yesenia are going to be doing the Hot Ones Challenge, and yes, we died and now we're back alive because that was literally the most torturous thing. So I cannot wait for you guys to watch that part of the service. And then we're gonna be heading into the message where we will be talking about how we can find freedom from our sins. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this service. What up, EastLake students? Today I am terrified because today we are doing the famous Hot Ones Challenge. And here I have a special, can't even speak, that's how nervous I am, guys. This is Yesenia, and she has been here many times, but today I thought it'd be fun because we are the most dramatic human beings ever. And today, me and her are going to try the hottest sauce that Hot Ones has. I think it's like the third hottest sauce, but we already poured some on our plate already, so we're gonna dip it in like a naked like chicken wing. It has no sauce on it, but we're gonna dip it in the sauce. And we have things to calm us down. We have like ranch and carrots and bread and milk, but we'll see how bad it actually is. How do you feel?
I am so nervous. Like, I'm the kind of person that always has something to say, and for the first time ever, I find myself just speechless. So, we'll see.
I'm a little scared.
Me too.
All right, well, look at me. We'll look at each other.
Don't make me laugh, okay? Okay, here we go.
No, I don't want to do it.
We have to. Come on.
All right, you gotta dip it.
Oh, it's falling apart.
My heart's beating really fast. Oh no, that was too much. How much did you put? Okay, I don't have to take the, okay.
So this is what the chicken looks like. I already dipped it. Can you guys see it up close? Oh, it's not focusing. I'm so sorry. There we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw off already. Okay. 3. We got it. 2.
My hands are sweaty.
1. That's gross.
It's spicy, but it's not like deathly in a sense. Should we do more? No? Are you okay? A little bit more? Yeah? Like a tiny little dab?
I already have
No?
I have like a tiny little
Okay.
dab. 3.
Wait. I'm sorry, guys.
I need milk. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm not on fire. I'm proud of you of not drinking anything.
No. Nope.
Pour some more.
No!
I'm dizzy. Thank you.
2. My tongue's numb. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My nose.
No.
Lord, if you want to take me today, this is the moment. It's hot. Yep. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for the Hot Ones Challenge. And if you want to do this challenge, we want to know. DM us at students. Right here. DM us here. Someone's gonna put it here. And we hope you enjoy the service. Talk to you later.
We all want to be perfect, let's be honest. But so oftentimes sin gets in the way, and when sin gets in the way, we don't feel good enough anymore, and all of a sudden our sin is controlling us instead of us controlling our sin, and nobody should feel not good enough. Today we're talking about Benaiah, someone in the Bible who was a savage, because we're in a series called Savage, that ultimately took control of the sin in his life and came out the other side. And he did it through defeating a lion. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy this message.
In our last series, we talked about King David. The man is a legend, but David solidified his might by surrounding himself with a team of mighty and insanely powerful warriors, and they were called the Mighty Man. These guys proved themselves in battle and through acts of incredible valor. They were like the Secret Service for David, or maybe like his Navy SEALs. And Benaiah, he was just a leader of those mighty men.
Not only was he a mighty warrior, but his dad was a leader amongst the priests, and his grandfather was known throughout the city as being one of the bravest dudes ever. So his team, his family was absolutely stacked. Check out some of these stories of Benaiah. There was also Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, the son of the valiant warrior from Kabzeel. He did many heroic deeds, which included killing 2 champions of Moab. Another time, on a snowy day, he chased a lion down into a pit and killed it. Once armed only with a club, he killed an Egyptian warrior who was 7 feet tall and was armed with a spear as thick as a weaver's beam. Benaiah wrenched the spear from the Egyptian's hand and killed him with it.
This resume of Benaiah seems a little daunting, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if I would want to be stuck in a room when he's mad. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm imagining when lions are sitting around like a campfire and they're talking, I'm sure they talk about stories of Benaiah and how scared they are, like horror stories. Like during Halloween, they might even dress up as Benaiah and might scare other lions. But that's a little cheesy. I'm just saying that Benaiah was a serious dude.
Imagine this scene. Benaiah chases this full-grown lion into a pit in the middle of winter. Have y'all ever seen lions fight? Here, check this out. And when they're backed into a corner, lions fight even harder.
I can imagine Benaiah in this crevice or this small part of a snowy mountain, and he's with a lion, and only one of them is gonna come out alive. When I think about this story, I honestly think about it as a metaphor of this lion, too strong, too courageous, too fast, too bold, being sin in our life. And oftentimes, just like I said at the top of the message, oftentimes we are in control by the sin in our life. That lion is gonna defeat us every single time, we think. And we often don't defeat this lion in our life. No, it oftentimes stays there. And then all of a sudden we have more lions because we don't defeat one of them. And we have 3 or 4. And then we're surrounded by lions in our life, sin in our life that's controlling us, and we're not controlling it. And nobody should feel like the sin, the lions in your life are controlling you instead of you controlling them.
Check out this verse. So put to death the sinful earthly things lurking within you. Have nothing to do with sexual immorality, impurity, lust, and evil desires. Don't be greedy, for a greedy person is an adulterer, worshiping the things of this world. I love the language here. Put it to death. You know, the lion that we talked about in this story, man, you got to put that thing to death. It ended bad for the lion, but here's an opportunity. All right, when sin is in our life and it gets put to death, we get the opportunity to live a life that God's called us to live.
Write this down. Your greatest opportunity is often disguised as your biggest problem. When you land in a pit with a lion, it probably seems and it feels like it's all over for you. And for good reason. I mean, the lion has claws, it's bigger than you, and it's nastier than you. That thing is just crazy. This is how it can feel when we stumble into sin, when we start lying and losing integrity, when we start letting anger take over everything in our lives, when we start going down the road towards lust, or when we fall into comparing ourselves to others. Those are all lions. But here's the deal. God gives you the strength not just to chase down the lion, but to put it to death.
Oftentimes, the sin in our life, these lions in our life, seem too big for us to overcome it. These external circumstances, whether in the pandemic, it could be you disobeying your parents a lot because you're around them, looking at things you probably shouldn't be looking at, talking crap about other people, or maybe even just yourself, talking crap about yourself, and you can't sleep at night because you're running through all of the insecurities that you have about yourself. And these sins in our life can easily control us. These external forces can kind of ruin our internal peace. And can I say that if you have God in your life, this shouldn't be the case. I know it sounds cheesy, and it will happen sometimes, even if you have God, no matter what. But most of the time, if you do have God's power within you, that easily can overcome the external forces surrounding you. Check out this verse in 1 John. It says this: you've already won a victory because God who lives in you is greater than he who's in the world.
How do we harness that power? There's two ways. The first way is we live a devotional lifestyle. What does that look like? That means picking up our Bible more often than we pick up our phone, putting truth into our life more than what social media is saying. By doing that, we're living a more devotional lifestyle that can help us grow closer to Jesus. Second is this: let prayer become your first language. If you live a devotional lifestyle and prayer becomes your first language, just watch how God radically changes your life into a savage life, just like Benaiah.
Finally, I want you to realize this. You are not trapped in a pit with a lion. The lion is trapped in a pit with you. With the power of God inside of you, you are the lion slayer. Friends, there are lions in your life that have been allowed to run wild for far too long. How many people did that lion kill already? How many villages did that lion terrorize? If you do not handle your lions, they will get out and kill again. So tonight, I want you to understand something that is super important. You're not the victim. The lion is. You're not powerless. Your sin is. Let me give you some absolutely amazing promises for your life straight from the Bible. First, Jesus has given you authority all over the power of the enemy. Second, you overcome Satan by the blood of Jesus and the words of your God story. Third, the God of peace will crush the enemy right under your feet. Fourth, in all things, we are more than conquerors through Jesus who loves us. And fifth, no weapon formed against you will succeed.
You can be perfect, but it's not on your own strength. It's through God's strength living in you. And we will mess up. Like sometimes lions ultimately will defeat us, and it's gonna be a sad day when our sin is controlling us. But it is our duty at the end of the day to defeat the lions in our life. Again, I just love that part of the message where we talked about how the lion is stuck with you in that den. You are not stuck with that lion. You can overcome it. And if you're having a hard time overcoming the lions and the sins in your life, I would strongly encourage you to come to our physical gathering on Wednesdays at 6:30 at the lower campus between the East and the West auditorium. You'll see everybody there. It's a powerful experience where we talk about sin, where we talk about how to overcome it through the people around you, building a community. So when you struggle, someone else can help you. And as they struggle, you can help them. So I hope you strongly come to our services. I would strongly encourage you to do so, 6:30 on Wednesdays. And until then, we have amazing other videos giving you advice and wisdom and discernment on how to live a Christian life in a very hard world right now. So go ahead and click one of these videos. We'll see you next time.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along, yeah, and put me back together. And every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you. Lord, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, I know it's true. I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of the mountain is the God of the Your mercy and grace won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, how I know it's true. You turn mourning into dancing. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. Come on. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. Yes, you do, Lord. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn grace into goddess. You turn bold into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. One who can. Yes, you are. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. No, nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Lord, you turn grace. You turn grace into goddess. You turn bones into armies. Yeah. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. You turn grace into goddess. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. You're the only, sing it out. You're the only one who
Thank you so much for tuning into our service. I know this is online, but I have some news for you. We are now doing in-person services at the Chula Vista campus and the Torrey Pines campus. So if you are in high school and you're part of our Chula Vista campus, you will come downstairs between East and West, and there's going to be like a big patio area, and our service will be there from 6:30 to 7 p.m. We are super excited to be doing in-person services now, but if you don't feel comfortable yet, don't worry. You can still tune in every single week here on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. for service online. So we will see you guys next week.